Hey everyone, it's Ivan, KipBadger.com, here today to bring you a little hack with respect to managing all those 1-inch webbing straps, whether it's on backpack or any other type of gear. Usually when we have something that uses 1-inch webbing, there ends up being a lot of it. Things are made to fit a variety of people, not just you. So with that, you have all this adjustment. Consequently, you can end up with pretty long straps. You don't really want them all hanging, turns into a big yard sale. So how do you manage those? Well, you can actually buy some like webbing management devices out there. I believe ITW Nexus makes them. Haven't used them. But something I found that works really well and I actually love is inner tubes. Like these little guys right here. So how do we make them? What do they do? If you go down to your local bike shop, they probably have a trash can full of inner tubes that have been punctured. Whatever happened to them, they're unusable. One of these will probably last you the rest of your life. It makes a million of these things. And what we want is basically the inner tube out of like a road bike. So the width of it is about 1 1/8 inch. Then we take scissors, shears, knife, whatever, figure out however wide we want these to be, and we just cut off sections of them, pretty much for whatever webbing you want to do. At that point, once we get, say, our webbing adjusted on this guy right here, we can do it in a number of ways. We can either fold this guy back like this, at which point basically put the inner tube on there. We can slide it up here, maybe put a second one on, or depending on what we want to do, we can just use one. And the other way to approach it too is to actually unstrap this from the buckle piece, put a piece of tubing on, slide it down, then run the strap back through it. So when we actually end up strapping our webbing, we can actually strap it back onto itself across here, totally depending on how you want to work it. When we're all done, we get everything looking nice and clean like this or like these pieces. Makes it really nice, easy, stuff stays out of our way. If we need to adjust it, it's not a huge deal. Can just yank on this, these pieces will come off, at which point we can make any adjustments we need to our buckle before putting these guys back on, sliding them back into place wherever we may want them so that it keeps our webbing nice and clean. Why do we do this? For me personally, a couple of reasons. One, it keeps everything clean, whether it's backpack, gear, whatever it is. I don't have a bunch of 1-inch webbing straps hanging out, getting caught, snagged, anything along those lines. They work great for that. Additionally, if you saw the video I did on fire starting devices using inner tubes, they burn really well. What does that mean? Well, it means no matter where we are, we actually have some field expedient fire starting materials. These things burn incredibly well. There's a lot of BTUs in rubber. And again, we're not like tearing off pieces of our gear to burn like, because it's this emergency situation. Like, it's literally a throwaway piece of rubber that we happen to have repurposed. So if you're in a position where you need to light a fire, very easily just pull some of these off, some of the different straps on your pack or your gear, and use them to light a fire. No big deal. Or for whatever reason, one gets lost, comes off somehow. Maybe this whole thing gets snagged and pulls and it comes off. Not a big deal. Like, I actually carry a bunch of them in my pack. One, to replace should any get lost. Haven't lost any yet. But two, just as fire starting material. Not to mention, it's really easy to just double them up. They're always there. And they're cheap, if not like straight up free. So if you give them a try, let me know they work out for you. And as always, thanks for joining us at KipBadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time.